Welcome to math lesson numero something. I don't know what we're on anymore. We've been in this for a while. Here's order of operations. And every time I say order of operations, people go, huh, what is that? That one thing that we do? And I say, yes, that one thing we do when we would please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. She has I don't know. We can't help her anymore. But we are going to follow order of operations with PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Those of you that caught on, I know you did. Here is our first example. We're going to keep it nice and simple to start with, and then we'll get progressively harder. But I'm going to show you the value of following the order of operations and how it can change your answer as you go through these problems. So as we look at this one, we are going to start with looking, do we have parentheses? Remember parentheses? No parentheses. Do we have any exponents? Nope, we don't have any exponents. Multiply and divide go together. Do we have any multiplication division? Boom, right there. So we're going to start left to right. No multiplication division. Yes, we multiply. So we're going to take care of that first. 16 6 times 3 is 18. So now we've done our multiplication division. 25 minus 18. Well, if you know how to do it, you can do it in your head. And I know that the answer is 7. So with that simple problem, our answer is going to be 7. All right, next part to show you the value of doing things in the correct order. Boom. We are going, and why we need to do these things in order, and how parentheses are so important. Look at that. Okay, so our last answer was 7. This answer, we are going to do parentheses first. So here we have, it doesn't matter the subtraction, it's in the parentheses, we got to take care of it. 25 minus 6 is 19. Okay, we look, there's no more exponents. There's the multiplication. So we're going to do 19 times that 3 now. And there is 27, and then 3 times 1 plus 2 is 57. Okay, we went from not having parentheses and just doing this as it was and getting 7. We put parentheses in there, and we get 57. All right. The other part to this, okay, so there's the value of parentheses, and make sure you do those first when they're there. Let's get this back in here. And so even if these parentheses aren't in here, right, and we do the 25 minus 6 first, we get 19. We're still multiplying that by 3. Huge difference. All right, we go from this problem as it sits right now would be 7. If we don't follow the order of operations and we do this first, or subtraction first, because it's what comes first, we get 57. So make sure you follow the order of operations. There's the simple reasons of why. Let's move on to a little bit more complicated. We're going to do 9 squared. We are going to multiply that by 2, and we are going to subtract 20. So as we go through our process, are there any exponents? No. I said exponents. Any parentheses? No. Are there exponents? Yes. 9 squared. Remember, 9 squared is simply 9 times 9. So we have 81. So now our new problem is 81 times 2 minus 20. And again, guys, I'm showing you this and starting my new equation so I can keep things in order. Again, do what works for you. This helps me see where I'm going with the problems. Go back to it. Parentheses, no, we took care of those. We took care of our exponents. Multiply and divide. Multiplication left to right. That's our first one we come up to. So we are going to multiply 81 times 2. Okay, so that's gone. It's down here right now. Boom, right there. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. So we have 162. Now I'm going to bring minus 20 down. I have 162 minus 20. That is going to equal 142. All right. So there's our answer for that one. Again, if we could change the answer big time if we put parentheses around our, say we do it here, all of a sudden we have 2 minus 20, we have negative 18. It's going to get us a completely different answer because we're going to have 81 times a negative 18. It's going to be a massive negative number. I don't want to do that math. So make sure you follow order of operations. All right, time for the tough one. After I write this out, I'm going to let you guys pause it, work on this, and then we'll see how well you do. We're going to do 4. We're going to do with parentheses. 15 divided by 3. We're going to add that to 6 times 3 minus 2 squared. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. And that is minus 2 squared if you can't see it with the glare. So go ahead and pause the video, see if you can solve for that answer. Time to check your work. Start with our parentheses. We have a couple sets of parentheses. We're going to do 15 divided by 3 is going to be 5. Now, because we have this out here, I'm going to keep this in parentheses just so I can keep it under control. Okay, so we're taking care of parentheses. I got to take care of this one too. 6 times 3 is 18. Again, I'm just going to keep it in there. I'm going to help keep it simple for me. Do what works for you on that. So now we're going to bring everything else down. 4, and remember 4 and then a number inside of parentheses, and we're multiplying. We're going to add that to 18, and by the 18, and then we're going minus a 2 squared. So we took care of our parentheses because these are just numbers now. Now we need to go to exponents. For our exponent, we have one. 2 squared, 2 times 2 is 4. Since I'm just doing that, I'm going to leave this as is and move on to my multiplication and my division. There's some multiplication. There is no multiplication or division over here. So we're going to do 4 times 5 is 20. We're going to bring down that addition sign. No multiplication or division here, but then we can move on to our addition and subtraction. It is the exact same. We work left to right, whichever one comes first. So we have our 18 minus 4. Okay, this is where I say we have to do things the correct way. Sometimes we'll get caught with this one right here because we felt like we had to do this subtraction problem with our multiplication that we did here. It's not the case. So we have to add our 20 and our 18. That's going to get us 38. Then we are going to minus the 4 for our final answer in this problem of 34. Hopefully that's what you got. And if not, hope you see what you did. All right. And actually in this one, it wouldn't make a whole lot of difference because you would still have the same outcome with that multiplication or with that addition and subtraction because it's going addition to subtraction. It doesn't change the whole numbers or numbers drastically in the order that those ones were set up in. But make sure you follow the order of operations. Make sure with multiplication division, you work left to right. So just one more quick example on that is if we have 12 divided by 6 times 4. Because multiplication is first in this, that doesn't mean we're doing it first. These are grouped together. We work left to right. We have to divide first. So that is going to be 12 divided by 6 is 2 times by 4 equals 8. All right. If we do the multiplication first, so let's do this. 8's our correct answer. If we do our multiplication first, 24, and now we're going to be dividing that by 12. So 12 divided by 24, that equals 1/2. Okay, big difference. Make sure we work left to right with our multiplication division and our addition and subtraction. Otherwise, we're going to get some very flawed answers. There it is, guys. Have fun. Good luck.